We're out here at the Avon Park Field. Going to take out the bighorn again. Right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. Motor on. Man, I love this plane. Well, they say nothing flies as good as balsa or wood, but being a hardcore foamy guy, starting to have to rethink my theory here on foam planes. Because I tell you what, this balsa plane foam, there's no foam at all in this plane. This whole thing's nothing but balsa and pine, carbon fiber, steel, or aluminum, sorry, and of course all electronics. And I'm loving this plane. I'm running an AR 620 antennaless receiver in her, just so you know.
Landing flaps.
But yeah, an AR 620 antennaless receiver. And so therefore she's got no gyro, no stabilization, and just what the laws of physics dictate, what the good Lord put out there. So oh man, you just give her a little bit of juice, just a slight bit of pressure, back pressure on that elevator, and boy, she'll just lift right off at almost quarter throttle there. Of course, that's into a headwind. That does help some. Let's give her a nice slow pass here. All right. Flaps are all the way down, so she's coming by dirty. Sorry about the sun, not trying to blind you. Let's put our flaps up there. All right. I'll tell you, I can't say enough good things about this plane too. And I think my mid rates, which are I think 70/30, I don't remember now. No, actually it's more than, I think it's 60/30 is my mid rates, I believe. I don't have it memorized, sorry folks. All right, today's an awfully windy day, so I really don't want to do much doing too much craziness, because you're trying to concentrate on your maneuvers with a crazy wind, you know, with your crazy maneuvers, and then you have the unpredictability of wind gusts and changing direction and everything, and so it's really hard to compensate suddenly like that. Oh man,
Time remaining 3 minutes.
you know what,
3D rate.
all right, she's in high rates now, which is the same thing as my 3D rates, which I don't know.
Mid rate.
Nope, can't do them. She's just too agile. I mean, this is mid rates right here, and she got plenty of roll, and that's a, you know, quarter throttle. So all right,
Landing flaps.
put our landing flaps in. Whoa, hey, take a bow.
Flaps up.
You're saying, help me, help me, help me, help me, I'm stuck. So anyway, but if you notice then, changing my flaps, and wind gust pushed her down a little bit and wasn't quite able to compensate. I mean, I was able to keep her from crashing.
Motor off.
Motor on.
Take off.
And
Flaps up.
real quick, let me just show you what my rates are. Okay, I'm in mid rates, which are 60/30. High rates are 100% over 30%, and low rates are 40/30. And that's low rates, and that's still got lots of, but I like mid rates. So, seem to be more my flying style. And it's important, you know, when you have something like this, especially when you've got big control surfaces like this, you want to,
Time remaining 2 minutes.
you definitely want to work with rates
Take off flaps.
and put rates in, because it'll give you kind of a different style. You're not locked into. There we go.
Flaps up.
Of course, this is very unforgiving terrain here. All right. Just pops right up near. Man, I love this plane. Boy, I do. And I know y'all are thinking, hey, you love all your planes. Yeah, I kind of do. Certain ones are a headache for me, but they've all got their own little distinct personality traits. That wind. Yeah, they're kind of like children or friends. I mean, they're all, you love them all, and it's hard to say which one's your favorite. You know, some are easier to deal with than others. Some are a pain in the butt, but no matter what, you love them. So. Well, okay, we got a minute. We'll do one more, and then I want to tell you there's one negative on this plane, and it may have just been my plane.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Just to show you how well she climbs. She does climb good. Probably my best land today. Probably the most scale landing. Well, you know I got to do it. Got 47 seconds, so you know I got to do it. I'm running a 2700 Hobby Star 3S center, just so you know. Let's see if we can't actually land her. On the runway. Hey, I'll take that all day long. I'm really impressed with this plane. I'll tell you, Ohio Model Products, this is a very well-made, good quality plane. I highly recommend this if you're wanting something that's very agile and a lot of fun. I wouldn't call it a beginner plane. Now, if you were to invest in maybe a stability type receiver that's got, you know, stabilization. What do you want here?
Motor off.
Stabilization, AS3X, maybe the beginner mode and stuff like that, then maybe. But she does have kind of a short wing, okay? So that means you got to really play on that aileron, so keep her level. So I really wouldn't recommend her as a trainer, but definitely a strong second plane. Like the Valiant is a good second plane. This is a good second plane. Man, it's a lot of fun, very durable. I ain't got to put a clear coat on this baby. Boy, she looks great. Well, anyways, the only negative, and like I say, this may have just been my plane, but check your tail wheel. Check the tail wheel. The grub screw in here, when I put it together by factory, I was able to, it just barely hit it, and it just pushed, check your tail wheel, just barely push it, and I was able to move it, and it not really stripped, but the grub screw wasn't really grabbing. So what you want to do is take the 2 grub screws, slide this out, and then see where your grub screw connects, and then take a file and make a flat part in that part of the file off a flat, and that way the grub screw has a flat area to connect to, and that'll lock in that connection, and you won't have that much play in your tail wheel anymore. Well, anyways, there you go, folks. That is the OMP Hobby, Ohio. You can see right there, there's the Ohio Model Products Bighorn. They come in 3 different colors, and they're all designed for 3S. But folks, let me tell you what I'm thinking about doing. I know the motor can handle 4S. I'm thinking about putting that Avian receiver in there, that $60 Avian receiver, the same one that you get in the Turbo Timber Evolution. Put that there. That'll be a smart receiver, flyer with a smart battery, you see. And then I could have reverse function, and I can fly her on 4-cell. So I can just imagine what a blast she would be on 4-cell. All right, folks, there you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, that idea came from one of my viewers. He said the motor can handle it, just upgrade the ESC. So I just happen to have an Avian ESC I can use. So hey, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, folks, y'all have a good, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless.